biz. Trump has rolled back, of course, you know, the DEI, or Trump has rolled back the DEI programs in the federal government, and a lot of companies are rolling back the DEI programs like Target, Walmart, McDonald's, so many other companies that are rolling back the programs. And my question is, I've been seeing these posts on the internet boycotting Target. I was trying to upload Tabitha Brown's video where she was saying if we boycott it and we're not going in there to buy the products that they let the black, you know, product makers finally get on the shelf, then they're going to just have an excuse to say, oh, you know, we're you know, we gave you a chance, but you're not, you know, your product is not performing. And a lot of times, you know, it's very hard to get that opportunity. So when we're boycotting these stores, you know, we're boycotting the stores that are selling their products. Walmart has got Tabitha in there. Target has got Tabitha. Amazon has her books. So my question is, do we boycott or do we go in there and benefit the black businesses, even though these people are, you know, rolling back these programs? So I'm going to start with Tymon Shipp. Go ahead.
First, I'd like to say that the average American don't even know what DEI is. Okay. They don't know what it is. They don't.
Diversity, equity, inclusion.
And that goes back to the 1930s which was what was fought was civil rights. That's why they put it in. This is not new. It was civil rights. That's what equity inclusion is. It is equity. We have worked for this. We are not going in there because we wouldn't even would have never even needed affirmative action if we didn't have the racist country that we was. So they're putting these programs are not being taken back. Now, I do understand if you don't want to shop there, you should not shop there if that's what you feel. I'll leave that up to the individual who does not want to do that. But I will say the people who are talking about DEI, DEI is not what they're saying it means. DEI is something that was earned, that was in law. That's why you just can't throw nothing out. It's connected. Even matter of fact, white women benefited more from civil rights than black women did. And let us not forget, 1965 was the Voting Rights Act. You wouldn't have these programs. We wouldn't need them if we didn't have a racist country. We wouldn't need to do the things that we do. So when they say inequality or talking about, you know, we offering equity and inclusion, that's right. That is the equity because we earn. Why you think we were taught in our families that we had to be doubly smart? We had to be doubly on every end. So I'm with it on that. If they want to do that, cool.
Okay.
I'm with them.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Latell. I saw you ready to respond.
No, I was just going to say that they set us when he did the, you know, he signed all those different, you know, I just put it on Facebook the other day.
Executive orders.
The executive orders. When he signed all those, and one of them was the 1964 Civil Rights Bill to take it away, which means you just set us back before 1964. Which means you can go into a job that you're well qualified for and will be probably denied for because of your race, your gender, or your disability. Right. So when people give him accolades for doing one thing, now you've taken away another thing. So let's not get so hyped up on immigration when DEI is important and it's done a justice to a lot of Black communities for that reason right there, that people have gone highly qualified and have been denied jobs.
Okay, Diaz, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, I don't know where people have gotten this from. You cannot with executive powers redo the Constitution. He did not remove a bill. The whole thing with the DEI rollback, it is racist in its concept. It's racist that we needed it. Like he said, but it still wasn't being used correctly. You know, like the main part in there is the diversity, but the equity, you know what I mean? It still wasn't being used correctly. And unfortunately, in this, like you're getting unqualified people in these qualified spots just because they're like, oh, they got to fill this DEI and we're going to give it to them. And it's unfortunate that it was being used to a fault, you know what I mean? And so now it needs to be redone. Now, hopefully, with things going forward, and the way life is now, hopefully people are recognizing that we are all equal, and you get these chances based on merit, whether you're the most qualified person. I mean, like, if you look in the NFL right now, most of your general managers now, because the NFL recognized this, are Black. And most of the most successful ones right now are currently Black. Look at Brad Holmes in Detroit. Look over there in Chicago, what they're doing over there. Look over in New England. Look, so a lot of Black GMs coming in the movement in sports, and hopefully that spills over into the business
that's from
world.
DEI? Is that from DEI?
Kind of, because they used to have a rule. That's the Rooney Rule. Like, you would have to at least interview a Black. You know what I mean? And they found that some of these people were more qualified.
Right. Now,
and the Rooney Rule comes from the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they misused that. Because a lot of these teams, like with the New England Patriots this past year, and I'll finish this, they knew that they wanted to hire Mike Vrabel, but they still had to interview a Black coach. And now that's unfair to that Black coach, because now he's being used in the circus because it's just part of a DUI thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, let me. I would say that we didn't even need these programs if everything would be fair. Okay, right?
That's right.
But it wasn't
That's
fair.
right.
This country was built on racism, so you were going to need them. But unfortunately, they've been used incorrectly.
Well, okay,
so
but then Jackie Robinson had to prove he could hit a baseball, and then all of a sudden you let me in. You knew that the Negro League was better than the White League. Okay,
yes.
But what do you expect from a country that was built on slaves? He thought it was
Black.
Right.
But I'm qualified.
I mean, let's keep it a book.
Let me ask you this. Let me say this
Texas
quick.
was free for 10 years. They didn't tell them, hey, you never free.
If the Black generals that we have right now you just voted in Pete Hegseth, who is unqualified, but every last one of them brothers he's been confirmed.
Well, hold on.
But
the passion is high.
But he's got the job though.
Hold on. The passion is high.
Qualified.
He's not more
wait a
qualified.
minute. Go ahead,
the
passion is high. Guys, I looked up DEI yesterday to see who its main beneficiary is, and it is white women. So you're not using the program correctly. You have a DEI program, so all the people who are going to be rolled back is white women. Okay, then white men are after that, then Hispanics are after that is Asians, and then after that is Black. So it doesn't matter what program was in there. The racism still existed, and they were still using it.
He recognized that it still was not being used correctly, and was like, let's get rid of this.
But hold on, they used it as a block on Black people, which was not true. That was not true. Black people have always been qualified. That's why you didn't know about Hidden Figures when them three sisters flew up to the moon. Why was that information in there?
One second. Let's get a video in here. Guys, let's get a video.
The real F around and find out moment is here. A lot of people are looking at the Black community thinking that we are the recipients and benefactors of DEI programs and affirmative action programs. And I know affirmative action is no longer, but whenever they hear the term DEI or they hear the term affirmative action, they look to the Black community thinking that we are the benefactor. Now, here's some information for you. The #1 recipient of DEI are white women. That is according to the U.S. Department of Labor. And others fall under that group, under the minority group, the ethnic minority. #1 recipient under that group are Latino and Hispanic Americans. #2 are Asian Americans. #3 are Native Americans. #4, individuals with disability. #5, veterans. Okay? And #6, the LGBTQ plus community. And guess who comes last at receiving DEI benefits. Guess who comes last? That's right. Black Americans.
Honey.
You want to keep it though. You mad that he taking it away.
Well,
Okay.
I
want fairness. I've always wanted.
That's
fairness.
what I'm saying.
That's all I want.
No, and I feel
Guess
yes.
what?
And as far as I'm concerned, statistically, I don't know where she got those facts, but I have never saw those facts that it benefited a white woman more than it benefited a person of color. And the order of which she just put that in, where did she get those facts from?
No, she got it from the Department of Labor, and I looked it up last night.